Oh, I heard you can beat the grade box twice. That's what I apparently you can do it twice a week. Apparently you can do the grade twice. On each character apparently. Apparently once you change it. I saw a form on it. What? It is? When did it come out?
Yesterday.
Seriously? What's the line then?
3:30.
It's not. So to find the intercept, that
How
are you supposed to be 3:30 in Light though?
which means the
Do
x
you find
intercept
3:30?
y is
Up
0. So put a
Do you
0 in
read?
for y. I like to make little one charts,
Zero in for y.
No.
and that'll tell you what x
Talking
is.
about the max.
I like to make little one charts that
Talking
keeps
about the
you
rate
focused as to
Rate.
what's going where.
Oh, I have no idea. But I really noticed it.
So it's probably gonna be like 310.
300.
I don't think it should be.
Around 300, then I can probably do it, because my hunter's at 297.
It looks like it'd be like 302.
Would it be stupid? You can. It doesn't matter what your light level is, as long as you can actually do stuff. If you're 270, then no. If you're 285, then yeah, you can go. I think. Not on the 300. Not on 300. 290. At least that's what I think.
I remember answering that, I remember fixing that on somebody.
When Miss Ryan and I were talking about it today, I just was like, I had that sheet that you filled out, so I was just like a robot.
Yeah, that's what I had now. I think it should be direct.
Alright, I'll go back and flip that around. When I
Just go down to the
when I update these, I'll just
There
do
were
it.
50 questions, so you just had 2 points on it each.
It's actually I think 1 point, right? Or the 1 point.
I still gotta get to touch them out.
Well, 1 point, but there were 50 questions, so each
Hey, Shane, how many
one
fragments do you have?
Okay.
How many calcified fragments do you have?
But that'd be the same as 2 out of 100.
43.
I'm gonna kill you again.
So, yeah, we
I had 27.
In 7th period and put 2 on every
Where'd you
one.
find them all?
Video. Where's the video?
Why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised.
Okay, Tristan, help me out here. For number 1, we're going to find the slope.
I'm not very sure if I did it right, but I minus 6x when you did
You're right, because I can't tell by looking at it what the slope is. So I do need you to help me do that. I'm going to come up here and probably do what you're getting ready to tell me. 6x minus 3y equals 24. Now start saying all that stuff you're getting ready to say.
I minus 6x, put it on the other side.
Perfect. I'll get myself caught up, and then you can. So minus 3y equals negative 6x plus 24.
Then I divided 3y to all the numbers, like,
Or divide everything by negative
Yeah.
3, right? Yep.
which made it a positive 6 over 3, right? No,
well,
over
almost. So
4.
we got the y by itself. Here, I'm
Yeah.
just going to write, this isn't the slope, but I'm out of room. So y equals negative divided by negative is 2x.
Oh, I didn't pay
Positive-
attention to that. Whoops.
Positive, that's okay, you were doing all the hard part. Positive divided by a negative, this would be a minus 8. So now once I get to here, Tristan, now you know the slope. Our slope is
2x over 3, right?
just the 2.
Oh, just the 2?
Our slope is the number that's to the left of the x. So in this case, our slope is 2. Don't put an x with it. The only other thing you can do is write 2 over 1. If you wrote negative 6 over negative 3, I can live with that, because if you went down 6 and left 3, you're going to be in the right spot. This is just the simplified version. The x-intercept. Here's what I like to do for the x-intercept. It's just what helps me. Not everybody does it, it's what helps me. I go back to that original. 6x minus 3y equals 24. And I do a little xy chart, because intercepts happen at your 0 places. So I'll put a 0 in for x and figure out y, and I'll put a 0 in for y and figure out x. So if I put 0 in for x, here we go, right there, 0. That's going to say 6 times 0. And just watch, I'm going to cover up stuff, so watch. If I put 0 in for x, that would be 6 times 0, so that's 0. If negative 3y is 24, what's y got to be? Negative 8, And then to find the other intercept, let's put 0 in for y. So if I put 0 in for that, 3 times 0 is 0, I'm going to cover that up. If 6x is 24, what's x got to be? 4. Now, which one of these is which? which one is the x-intercept? Is it the 0, -8, or the 0.40? It's at 40, because if I draw this out, 0, -8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down here, and 40. So this one is your x-intercept, so that's the 40, and the y-intercept is the one that's on the y-axis, that would be the 0, -8. Okay? True or false? The graph of x equals 12 is a vertical, and notice how you spell vertical. A lot of people spell it wrong. They put L-E on the end. It's A-L. Vertical, like calorie. Vertical. So, is x equals 12 vertical? Yeah. It's when all the x's are over on the 12, so everything's 12 to the right. Absolutely true. Perpendicular lines have the same slope. What should the word be? It is false. Good. Parallel lines. Yes, it's false. And the word should be parallel lines. This is false, because this should be parallel. Alrighty. Keep that sheet for a couple more days. Don't let me think that I still have it. I need a pencil.
Year 1.
And clear off, you need space. You don't need anything under
Can we
desk
make
for a little while.
year 1 grade, year 2 now, year 2 items in now?
I didn't even get the helmet back from my hunter I love so much. In the photo raid. I don't know when that update's coming though.
I am
You got
handing
any
you
emotes?
somebody else's notebook. Don't do anything until you got good directions.
Why would we just put our own? Want to make it easier? Were you even here when we turned dimension?
You need to give me mine.
You'll need something to write with? Uh-huh.
Do you want me to give you mine?
What's that? I do need yours.
You got the grade thing in there? You weren't here that day.
And I will also want you
Yeah, I got it.
to... I'll catch up with you in a moment. Just
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah.
Anybody need any notebooks to grade?
Over there. Okay.
Anybody not have one?
Yeah.
Kristen, you got one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I should have just said yeah, I got one.
You, right here. You got one to grade, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have
I don't have to grade one.
Oh, no, you want to. You got one to grade?
I don't want
Yeah.
to.
Or is that yours? Is
Yeah,
that somebody
I don't
else's?
want to either.
Okay. Everybody have one to grade?
I guess so.
Okay. Now, pull out the rubric. And on the bottom right-hand corner, write your name. Your name, the bottom, but go way out to the bottom right-hand corner. Because after Mr. Stoddard and I look at these, before we hand it back, we're going to take scissors and cut that off. So that when you get yours back, you're not going to know who graded it. Okay? But this way we know who did it. We will know as we look at it, so you got your name. But I don't want to put you in a bad position. I don't want somebody to approach you to say, why'd you mark off on my notebook? Okay, I don't want to put you in that position. So that will be removed. Okay with that? So, here's the things that you're going to be grading. You're going to follow the rubric. And at the top, you know, you got 5 points for the table of contents. And actually, it shouldn't go page 1 to 30. My goodness, it ought to go 1 to 36, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Would you change that on the rubric? See up at the top where it says table of contents? That should go pages 1 to 36. And so if it's complete, if it's 100% complete, give them a 5. If it's only half complete, and you can do halves. If you want to go 2 1/2, that's okay. If you can't decide between a 2 or a 3. So however much of the completion there for the table of contents, you're going to score them. And the words worth knowing should start at domain and go through coefficient. After that, when you keep on going page by page, each page is worth 3 points. You are looking for the bubbles. Does each page have a title? Is each page numbered? Are the pages complete? And if you like everything about a page, it's all 3 points. If there's something you don't like, you are to tell them, when you get your paper back, you want to know why somebody took a point away. So if something is missing out to the right on the rubric, you need to write why you didn't give them all 3 points.
I didn't see them.
Today, that's a partial.
I just remember.
Oh, that's okay, I'm gonna cut that off anyway. Yeah, that'd be okay. On pages 1 and 2, sometimes the pages had their own title. You know, if it had a title already typed on the page, that's okay. Or if they made their own title down lower someplace, that's okay. Titles don't always have to be across the top. It's nice to be working with somebody, so if you think maybe a page is incomplete, then you can look at, you know, the book next to you to say, hey, show me what page 23 is supposed to look like. And you got one to follow. And that's okay. We're not going to mark off if the left stuff's on the right and the right's on the left. That's okay. That's kind of just a brain process that we go through either way, and sometimes we're different anyway.
This person, what was 19?
Let me see who's, oh, never mind. I'm going to take this back. She entered late. I'm going to give you a different one.
Right.
I'll do the partial one, okay? The other thing I'm going to have you do too, on yours, before you leave today, is I'm going to have you fill in which page are you most proud of on your book before somebody grades it. I don't want you to miss those points, but there you go. Sorry, you got to start over.
This is on 93, right? Or is it 93? 93.
That's okay. Yep, that's okay.
Do you have a test or anything?
Quick. You gotta answer this. For you. How you come in for grading? So, look back to it. Take off yeah, that'd be fine. Whatever you think. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you think is right.
She literally looks like one.
You done the rate as any of your other characters? What? You done the rate as any of your other characters? Not yet, no.
I've only done my hunter. My warlock's almost high enough to do it. Maybe like 8 light level 1.
That's right, the biggest thing for those, they get 3 points to 3 and 39. I do. I want you to look through it and say which one is your favorite.
You want to come to the code? Looks like they're only missing 2 points right now, so that was not nice.
Do you have to add them up?
Yeah.
No, aren't those
It's
times
easier
really
to
a lot?
subtract it today. Like, it's easier to count.
No, it says use hierarchy.
Like, take 2 off, 3 off, 3 off. You know, however you wanna do that.
Man, I really
Just
screwed up
for
in
me,
a line.
it's easier to
But
work
I
out.
did, sometimes I did like a little highlighting thing on the top. Got some color here and there.
That's okay. Yep, and then it's all fine. Yep.
Is the rocket launcher again?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
You're all right. You're doing okay. I looked at your geometry grade. You're doing pretty good. I think it's tough for anybody to be doing 2 math classes at the
Yeah.
same time. So I'm kind of I'm kind of proud. A few people are able to do it. We watch them a little bit closer. Most people have to self one. You know, most people, because most people when they have to do it at a time, they usually fail.
Get it mixed up.
I don't know, it's just too much. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's just too much math, too much math.
I can do 2 history classes easy, because I'm
I know you could. I know you talk about that all the time.
I'm
You'd
in
like
US
that.
Gov and American War too. I think US Gov's a B plus right now, or American War's an A minus.
Good. You know, I was just looking at the math ones. I was worried because I don't want to say I was expecting you to say I was that. It's just there's
Yeah.
6 of you that are doubled up like that are on like an extra watch. And good for you.
I have to do math next year. What did you do in freshman year? What did you think? I failed. I would have passed
Failed geometry, took geometry in summer school, and then
I would have passed algebra one my freshman year, but I was too lazy to do work that year. I just went to again. Equation history though, I really
I did.
9.
So you could, you know, any place that
I didn't want to try. I'm
Or-
lazy when I want
that's
to be.
okay, or you could also, like down here, just not, you know, you could also, you know, put a 3 there and then take off something, so give them all of the 10.
Next door was looking at me today in first period, like, are you gonna like die?
So, as you are finishing up, be thinking about these things, total it up for out of the 93. It might be easier to count backwards, like if you didn't take any points away, they're gonna get 93. So rather than adding them all up, you might just see how many that you took from them and then take that away from the 93. That might be faster to do that. But do want you to total. Do want you to comment on which page did you like the best, enjoy the best, or think was the most impressive, or that they, should be showcasing. So I do want you to put your comments there. If you took points away anywhere, you should have documented the reason why you did that. There's a place at the very, very bottom that says comments from grader. You need to write something that pertains to the notebook. Write something that pertains to the notebook. And then if you happen to get somebody's notebook that you think is just really awesome, that should be shared, I won't embarrass them, I won't hold it up in front of everybody and go page by page, but think that it's just something that ought to be shared with another math teacher or a principal, or just something that you think somebody ought to see, would you call that to my attention? Let me know, and I'll make sure that somebody gets to see it. And other than that, you put the rubric right back in the front, just like you got it. Put the rubric right back inside the very front cover. And just give me a little wave that you're ready for me to take it. If that's the case, then I'll walk by it.
You seen the Titan right on it? The Titan right on it? Dude, it looks like a shark.
Finished. You stack them up if you're finished.
Are you done?
I think the Warlock is decent.
It should just be out of the 93, the total at the bottom is the gray there.
What do you play, a Shane Hunter or Warlock?
What's that?
Warlock? You got any of the radon for your Hunter, your Warlock yet? His looks cool too. So good. You haven't got the helmet yet? The helmet with God of War looks amazing. I mean, it just looks legend.
I feel like it's broken. I just.
Yeah, put
What's
three
wrong
right
with
there on
that?
the
You got the moon.
Were they Jacob, was it one that you were tumming on it? Do you think it's...
My nose and stuff right
Did
there
it go
is
in
straight.
show it off, Kyle? Okay.
It was really good.
That's the green folder on top, I believe. That other side.
It seems to get louder each year.
No.
I think my mind is made. Don't let the shit come out either.
Finished.
Oh, yeah.
No, they are ones that they just thought were just awesome.
I wonder if the new raid's gonna be for the Vex DLC. Maybe it's gonna be an upgraded version of Volt. I was wondering who created the Vex. I'm thinking we created the Vex, and they turned against us maybe, I don't know.
Oh, and then Shane, remember that one, I wanted you to answer that one question on yours.
I mean, think about it, they made the Exos, right? Maybe the episode created this back so there's a way to rebel against the creator. I'm just saying it'd be a cool little story. That turns out to be actual.
I don't know if you'll get it back tomorrow, but you'll get it back.
We made the Exodus.
Oh, you
I
got
know
a
he
quiz
did the
tomorrow?
Exodus.
Then I suppose that would mean.
Did the Traveler give
Oh,
free
yeah.
will? Did the Traveler give the Exodus free will?
Either that or, well,
But if you
Or
read their,
just have you guys do
if you
quiz
read their
the
promotional
old-fashioned
part,
way.
it says the humans gave them free will. They were born machines, built for a long time. I wish we could play this fall. That'd be cool. I like the fall. It's cool.
I know who I
Okie dokie, next up would be, let's pick up where we left off yesterday, which was that trifold paper that you have.
Do you have an antiquated here?
Graded ones?
What's that?
Graded ones?
Right here. Great. Any antiquated paper?
You need one what?
And don't cell phones have radiation? Like give off radiation? Like a small amount of radiation. Both cell phones give off a small amount of radiation.
Okay, so here's where we made it. Would you take yourself back to number 2? Yeah, it's just paper. This little trifold paper. Here you go. There you go. I got one in my hand. So we're starting. Let's go back to 2. And what's the topic of number 2 say? Standard form. And the most important thing about standard form is the capital A, the capital B, the capital C, that they have to be integers, no fractions, no decimals. And then you were to have, I think we made it to here, underneath number 2, sketch, give an example of an equation in standard form. And hopefully you didn't use the same one as I did. It can be negative, so I could do negative 156x plus 13y equals 2 if I want to, because there's no fractions or decimals. Underneath that, sketch an example of where you find x and y intercepts on a graph. Did you do that? Doesn't have to be for this graph. Just anywhere. So just maybe do something like this. And then go say, right here is the x-intercept, and right here is the y-intercept. Number 3. Did you do it? Did you make it? No?
No.
We've got a specific equation that says graph using intercept. I know y'all love y equals mx plus b, but sometimes it's not the best. Number 3. 2x plus y equals 3. Here's what it means. Graph using intercept, fill in some zeros. Let's fill in a 0 for x and a 0 for y. You put a 0 in for x, what's y going to be? 3. That's easy, huh? Put a 0 in for x, see there's nothing there, y is 3. If I put a 0 in for y, the y's not there. If 2x equals 3, what's x got to be? 2 times what makes 3?
No. You can't do that.
But you get a decimal or a fraction, you can. So 2 times 1 is only 2, that's not big enough. 2 times 2 is 4, that's too big.
1.5.
1.5, 1.5, uh-huh. 2 times 1.5. That'd be like $1.50. 2 times $1.50 would make $3 for that. And then here's how we graph that then. Simple enough. Out to the side. Would you go to 0, 3? 1, 2, 3. 1.5 zeros to go to 1, 2. Go halfway in between. And that's how you graph using intercepts. The next number 3. The next number 3. Do you know how to say that word that starts with an O? Yeah, it is oblique. That's a French word. When you do that Q-U-E on the end. Is it E? What's that? Your obliques? Yeah, right here. Yeah. And they're diagonal on you. They don't go straight across. They don't go up and down. That's right. And that's what oblique means. It's on a slant. Oblique means a slant. So your first oblique this is going to be easy to graph because look at it. Y equals mx plus b. Y-intercept at 1. Up 3 over 1. Or down 3 over 1. There you go. There's an oblique. Vertical is next. And it's vertical x equals -2. So we just put that in place. Vertical at x equals -2. We got that one in there. Notice vertical again, VAL. Horizontal, skip that one. Y equals 4. Horizontal, all the y's are at 4. Horizontal, y equals 4. Everybody caught up? You okay? See if you can go do 4. Up at the top, once you get your horizontal line in place. 4 is like 3 that's just to the left of it. So for number 4, top of the next column, do exactly what we just did on the 3 that's to the left.
Need some toothpicks?
Just trying to stay awake.
Sure we're doing right. Since you can't divide 6 and 10, would you put the 6 below the 10, giving negative 10x over 6? Right?
How many times can 10 go into 30?
3 times.
How many times can 6 go into 30?
5. So it'd be 5 over 3. No, 3 over 5.
Make an x, y chart. 0, 5.
And then 0, 3.
Sure, there you go.
Oh, okay.
And make your graph.
I was doing it the hard way then.
Jessica, how'd you do? Okay, did you start with an XY chart? Okay, if I put a 0, and it doesn't matter which one you do first. If you put a 0 in for x, what was your y? 5. Perfect. If you put a 0 in for y, what was your x? 3. 3. And then you just go graph off of those. 0, 0, 5. And 3, 0. I think that's a really fast way to graph. I can't get people to like this. Over and over and over again, people will rearrange that to y equals mx plus b, which is more work. It's okay, Now, it's only easy, notice every time these numbers are dividing into 30 real nice and even, we're not getting fractions or decimals, that's when it's easy. Otherwise, I would go to y equals mx plus b. 5's going to be easy. Go do 5. For muscle memory, 5 is just like it. Try it again. And the reason this one is easy is because both the 4 and the 3 divide evenly into 24. If that 24 would have been a 25, I wouldn't do it like this. Looks like you got it. If x is a 0, y is negative 8. Good, I was listening for that negative. If y is 0, x is 6. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positive. Nice. So right. Look to the back tab. This one gets weird on you, but it's easy. It says use an XY chart again. Let me wait a little bit. Some of you, I realize you're still working on 5, so I don't wanna skip beyond 6. Ready for 6? You ready for 6? Okay. You can't really just go put zeros in for x's in, zeros in for y's. I guess I could put a 0 in for x, but then it would say 2 times 0 equals 16. That doesn't make any sense, does it? And so instead, let's think about this one this way. You realize it's missing the y, that's why it's different. This would be the same thing as if I divided both sides by 2. See, this equation is exactly the same as x equals 8. So no matter what, you have to have x is always equal to 8. So no matter what, x is equal to 8.
Always?
Yep, says so. The only thing that'll ever make this true, look, you can't put any other x in there, can you? There's no other x that makes that true, so x is always equal to 8. And you know what? It doesn't matter what y is. It could be a 15. It could be negative 800. It could be 0. Now, this might be a little undesirable to graph, but no matter what, I got to go over 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up to 15, or down to negative 800, or be at 0. And there, that's right, you see what I'm doing.
You're just making it the x, like this, you're gonna work on it.
Yep, but that's how you make an XY chart for this. So I want you to be able to follow patterns. Math is always patterns, and there ought to be a pattern even when it looks weird. So, how about for number 7? Make an XY chart for number 7. And you got one big rule you got to go by. Y has to equal 4. I don't care how many of them you pick, y's got to be 4. And your x's could be absolutely anything. Who cares about x? It could be 2, it could be negative 3, it could be 0, it could be 18. But y has to be 4. So over 2, up 4, left 3, up 4, 0, up 4, over 18, up 4. But you see the y's are all at 4. That's the important thing, the y's are all at 4. And now you need to answer 8. Explain how to find the x and y intercepts from standard 4. And you know what? Look back at your question 4 and write in words what you did on 4. That was standard form on 4. So how did you find those intercepts? Describe what you did in words. They will be. In words, describe what you did. Matt, what do you got? Matt Bell? What'd you write?
Hammer.
Oh,
As a plug in 0 for x and y and find the points.
Alright, plug in 0 for x and y and find the points. Plug in 0 for x and y and find the points. It's okay, see, I had a student, Matt Bell, who's about 32 years old right now. Plug in 0 for x and y and find the points. Yep. Great, just great. You don't have your notebooks to do this, but when you get them, here's the way this will go in your notebook. Just as I have it here. We will fold it and make a, not now, we'll give it a title. The only thing we'll glue down is that back center panel, so that way it all folds. We have your notebook for your quiz tomorrow, that you can use this little page for your quiz, because this has got all the good graphing. Your quiz tomorrow is all graphing, and that's what you're going to practice right now, is all graphing. Graph, graph, graph. Practice graphing, yes it is. Your homework, practice graphing. Your quiz tomorrow is entirely graphing. It is all graphing.
What's ZB?
So if you run into a bind, you got that little trifold to help you. You have some handwritten directions at the top that says you may rewrite in slope-intercept if you want to. Sometimes that's helpful. If you want to make x-y charts, that's helpful. Sometimes you're just going to know if they're horizontal or vertical, like the first couple. But if it takes work, you better have work here. There shouldn't just be, I copied my line off of somebody else's paper. You should either have an x-y chart or y equals mx plus b work for just about everything.
The first two are really
Not the first two. First two, yeah, I'm hoping you can just graph. But for 3 through 9, you either ought to have, as your work, x-y charts out to the right, or where you rearranged into y equals mx plus b. Take your pick, whatever you like better. It goes through. Once you make that line, y, and then it's just going to go through.
I'm gonna be mad if it's today, man. I'll be like, Joey told me it was Thursday. I don't know.
That's right. Let's go ahead and make it work.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Let's do the other. So that's like crossing off the top. So you go down and add.
Pretty sure I know that.
But you can't do 2 divided by 10. For the x, would you get 4.5 out? For number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get 4.5?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I don't want to do this wrong. Thank you.
No.
Yeah, my Warlock's main exotic is bad juju though.
Yeah. Yesterday.
There's red name marks? There's red name marks, or did you find it on inlet?
Those numbers.
It's an amazing gun.
Really good.
It's more accurate than the range 12 rifle, I feel like. I feel like it's better than the range 12 rifle. That's my opinion though. What's your opinion on it? The pulse rifle, aiming is weird in my opinion. It just feels weird. You know what I mean? You go through Honda?
So you've beaten orcs once?
You've beaten twice. I'm winning.
I got the scout rifle.
What?
I got the scout rifle.
And the rocket launcher. How many mortaring shards do you have? 20?
36.
Does it use up your mortaring shards when you sell them? So instead of giving you one gun, it gives you 2 then? So instead of giving you one gun, it gives you 2? Or transfer a piece of armor, I think.
So that if you have 20 on you, you can use that 20. If you have 19, you use that 19. If you have like 50, you use 20.
But I have 18 and didn't use them, so it has to be close to 20.
Okay,
So it's
that's
weird.
kind of on you, they're supposed to have kept up with that.
The two middle piles.
There's dates that, so that's when it's up to you to come in and find the dates of the papers. Whenever we do anything, there's papers that go for, there's a box up here that has the dates. So that's kind of just meant I'm talking, so that's just up to you to find the date that it matched up and then to get this paper. So if you're absent, make sure that you get your absent work. Okay?
All right, you're ready. You walk by yourself?
How are you doing?
This is started, you got my test corrections, right?
You don't want to know what you got.
Why?
You get 3 corrections and you just all
You might do them alright. No. Are you free?
Hey. I heard you can swing.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm in choir.
I can swing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Let's see my kids.
We should join choir. We need to do this.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Well, I might have an extra period next year. I'm sorry, man. We can't be a duo.
I have Miss Kazak next.
Oh, I just had her.
What do we do?
20%.
Oh, does your brother work?
Yeah.
Not really. Because I was just wondering. That's like a minimum 93. It does it with me every now and then, but yeah. wasn't like consistently. I don't consistently.
I like on the weekends every now and then.
I do on the morning every now and then.
I hate you. I hate you. She literally left me. She's a bitchy hates you. I know. You start cussing out in front of the teacher. Yeah. That's it for you. You made me mad. Get all these bugs away from me.
Okay, you just more talking and then you start talking.
I think there's something wrong with it. I think I'm seeing it. There's buggies flying around.
So I want you to answer this question I asked before you turn this in. Which page, don't fill this in, but right now, would you just fill it underneath it? Just put a page number. Which page are you most proud of?
Said your desk.
All right. Here's I'll send my desk.
What?
Hey, welcome to the party. Have a seat, guys. Sure, at 2:40.
I guess I failed in my test corrections. 3 of them. What? Yeah, Mackenzie Brand.